What's going on YouTube? Acclaimed Sheepdog here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to clean and lubricate the M&P Shield. I'm going to be using Breakthrough Clean. I'm going to be using the Battleborn grease for this episode. They also have that Battleborn high purity oil. As you can see, my voice is not sunk with the video because I have to do a voiceover because record the video and came to the editing software and it did not record my voice. So we're going to be doing a voiceover. I'm going to try to stick with myself and stink as best as I can. I'm going to be using all Breakthrough products today. Used a military grade solvent to break out all the old carbon and all the old grease that was there prior. Then we're going to come back in with the Battleborn grease to lube the gun. The Battleborn grease is pretty good. I like it a lot. It has an ointment consistency. I will show you that here later in the video, but right now I'm just showing you what I'm using. I do suggest this product highly. I can't say enough good things about it. Of course, there is hops number 9. High lubricity oil is good too. That the solvent I'm showing you right now will break right through carbon. It will eat up your old lube and grease you had on there before, and it cleans real good. So just showing you guys what I'm using, and I'm cleaning it from a long day at the range. I probably put 70 rounds through it today. Everybody shot their Glocks, so I shot my Smith & Wesson on M&P Shield, and I loved it. The gun's still fairly new. Probably got it. I got it in November. It's now February, so I got it about 4 months ago. Probably has close to 300 rounds through it. But as you can see, I'm just setting that to the side, getting ready to clean it. And I will show you clean and lube. I'll show you the lubrication points. But right now I'm just showing you the sear deactivation lever, the yellow thing. That's the sear deactivation lever. Once you lock your slide open, you have to get something to push that sear deactivation lever down, so you don't have to pull the trigger to take the slide off like you do the Glocks. So you lock your slide open and you take something, you dig out from behind there, then you push it the whole way down. See that there? You can see it was pushed back towards the slide more. And when you're finished, once I get this, see it push down? It'll be faced out like that. And don't forget to push the latch down. Forgot to push the latch down. Do that as soon as you get in the habit of, as soon as you pull open the gun, put that latch down. Sear deactivation lever still down. Pull it right off. You don't have to pull the trigger for those people that are conscious about that. All Smith & Wesson M&P Shields have that feature. Now I'm just showing that's the Kershaw knife that I just got. Knife's $10. Be doing a review on that here pretty soon. Review's overdue on that. But I'm just showing you. So you take out the recoil spring from the barrel. So it'll be decals like that. You just take your thumb, push it towards the front of the slide, take it out. Okay, so we're going to push the barrel kind of forward, pull it out. See all that carbon build up? We're going to take care of that. That Breakthrough will take care of that real well. So we're going to take this military grade solvent. We're going to spray it all through the slide. We're not going to, we're going to spray it, but we're not soaking it, just enough to get everything wet. Soak that stuff. You're going to take a brush, you're going to scrub everything. Scrub it all good. Get that carbon buildup out of there and all the old grease. You're going to want to scrub it really good. Scrub out from where the casings eject from, so you know it's free of particulates. You have no problems there, or nothing blocking the strike pin. And then if your other side of the brush is too thick, there's a small side you can get in there with. Hit it with that. Just scrubbing everything. You want to make sure you're not only scrubbing out from carbon or old grease, there's also lint. If this is your carry gun, you're going to be building up some lint from it being against inside of a holster all day and all the sweat and everything. You're going to have some buildup. So you want to make sure you scrub everything out of the rails really good. Any partial or possible particulates. You want to make sure that those rails are free of that old grease also. So take one of the old teeth from the brush. Not old teeth. Take one of the teeth from the brush. It should fit right into the rail and scrub that out there. Now, drying is gonna be the hard part. So I use the Q-tips to dry the gun pretty well. But just make sure you scrub it all well. I make sure I scrub the slide really well. And I make sure I get that old grease out real good, so when we apply the grease, you get a fresh coat on there. But just make sure you're scrubbing all the powder, well, all the old gunpowder out, any carbon, anything. It should be glove touch clean when you're done. And that military grade solvent will help that happen. It's really good stuff. But your brush will already be wet, so no need to soak the frame. My gun wasn't dirty whatsoever. Didn't drop it or anything. So with the stuff you have on your brush, go ahead and give your gun a quick scrub down on the exterior. Just make sure all possible oils or anything off your gun. Then go ahead and hit the inside. Didn't spray it yet, but I do spray it. The inside. Try not to be too conscious about anything. That stuff is pretty hefty, but you want to make sure you get all the old grease off of everything. That's why I am scrubbing the slide rails, to make sure I get all the old grease off everything. So, not doing a good job staying in frame here, but just make sure you scrub the slide rails and under the slide rails good. Make sure you get all the carbon buildup out. This video goes on for longer than I want, so I stopped the video and come back when we're ready to show the lubrication points eventually. So scrub those rails real good and scrub any possible carbon buildup out of there. Then with what you have left on your brush, no extra stuff needed. Scrub your mag well out. Dust does gather in there a lot, and you can get some carbon dust in there from shooting the gun also. So just make sure that's pretty shiny in there. Definitely do not lube your mag well at all. No lubrication in there. It's alright to clean it, don't scrub it. You want to leave your mag well as is. You don't want to scrub any coating out that's in there. So pretty soon I should about to show you where the barrel is, but right now I'm just showing you. Take a Q-tip, make sure you scrub under the slide rail to get that old grease out. Q-tips are probably going to be your best thing for this, since it's pretty hard to get under there. I can't think of anything else what would be good to get under there. Not doing an amazing job staying in frame here. scrub everything real good. Like I said, it should be glove touch free. This is your carry arm. You protect this gun with your life, so keep that in mind when you're cleaning it. Is the amount of time, what, 20 minutes at the most, is it worth your life? Because there's too much carbon buildup and something failed inside your gun. It's definitely not worth your life, or anyone's that you're defending. So make sure you take the time to clean your gun well. Be very particular about it. As you can see, I am being very particular about it here. And after I stopped the video, I probably kept doing this for probably about another 5 or 6 minutes, going through with Q-tips and making sure it's all cleared out. So eventually I just stopped the video, because there's no reason for the video to take on this long. There's plenty other videos out for this, so I just wanted to record my own. But like I said, just make sure you scrub everything real well, and also make sure everything's mostly dry. No big deal if everything's not perfectly dry, just do the best you can. Now we're going to be getting into the barrel. Just spray that stuff all over. There's old lubrication on the barrel. Scrub that all around good. Just put on the thing. Turn it as you're scrubbing it. I'm going to lower the camera for you guys. Probably should have done this earlier in the video, but I'm going to lower the camera so you can see all the action. As you saw, all the carbon buildup on the video, on the feed ramp, I guess you could call that, earlier. Remember, you saw that heavy carbon on there? We're going to address that with this military grade solvent. Stuff works pretty good. You're going to see that. But right now I'm just scrubbing all the old lubrication off from the exterior of the barrel. So just make sure you scrub that real good. In just a moment here, we're going to be getting to the interior of the barrel. Now we're spraying on the inside, the front and the back, through and through. Gonna take a brass cleaning brush, scrub that carbon out. Not going too heavy to the point where we're gonna scrub out the rifling. Probably won't even be possible, but you don't need to be too heavy. That military grade solvent does most of the work. So you're basically breaking all this free, is what you're doing. The military grade solvent will do all the heavy lifting. You're just doing the moving. So I'll come back in here with the brush, scrub out all the carbon out of the feed ramp there. And pretty soon here, I'm going to be stopping the video because I've taken way too long, and that's for no reason anyway, because it didn't even record my voice. But I'll stop the video, then we come back to when we're ready to lubricate, and I will show you the lubrication points. So, what I do here, I know people say not to patch your pistol barrels or whatever, but I don't do this to clean them. I'm more or less checking everything's clean. So, yeah. Okay, I will be back the next clip. I'm going to let the rest of this roll, and I will be back to show you the lubrication points. Okay, sorry about that. If you were watching me cleaning, this video could have went on for 3 hours, so I stopped it when everything's cleaned out the carbon out of every nook and cranny. So now I'm just going to show you the lubrication points. Like I said, we're going to use the Battle-Born fortified grease, lubricant and protectant as the consistency of like a antibiotic ointment. Let me see that. Basically the consistency of antibiotic ointment. So I'll show you the lubing points on the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield again. These are their, oh, how many again? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 altogether. Okay, some right here on the barrel hood. I guess that may not be considered the barrel hood, but these are the Smith & Wesson's instruction manual. Couple dabs right there before it hits the top of the slide to eject the round. Okay, and so we don't make a mess, I'm just gonna throw those right back into the gun and drop my barrel back into the gun and throw the spring back in there. Show you how to do that real quick. See, just line the spring up, push the spring back, make sure it's seated the whole way down. Okay, whole way down. Got a little bit right there. Oh well. Now these are the lubrication points on the frame. See the slide rails? There's 4 of them. They all get lubrication. I just like to dab it on there. What I like to do, because they said this grease soaks, it's like one of those lubrications that will soak in the next day. Then it says to reapply. So I just come back. I'll come back tomorrow and reapply, because supposedly it soaks into the metal. So I just dab it on here, kind of thick, just so I know there's plenty. Then those are 4. So we did 6 of the 7 lubrication points, and this is the last one on top of the trigger bar. See the trigger bars right there on the top of it. It says put a dab, but we're using grease, so just rub some up there. See, I'm just kind of dabbing it all over. Okay, so that's that. All lubed up and cleaned. Slide the gun back together. Oh, gonna do this now. Okay. Let me draw off my hand. Wait. Lock the slide back. Usually I have to use the magazine to push the sear deactivation lever up. I must have did it when I was cleaning the mag well. But when you push that sear activation lever down, the one we had to push down to deactivate the sear, so you can just slide the rail off. When you put it back on and you do your reset to check your reset and everything, you'll have to push that back down. We'll push it back up, and how you do that, you just put the mag in and just drop it, and trigger's good. resets good. So that is your cleaning and lubrication of the M&P Shield. I suggest Breakthrough, very good cleaner, and the grease is done good. I like it, probably continue to use it. They're coming out with a new line of stuff that's scented. That's pretty much the only difference. I'm not sure if they came out with it yet. I've just heard rumors about it, but it is a thing and they're definitely coming out with it, so check them out. Great family owned business, great guy that owns it, so go ahead and look them up. Might be doing a separate video on these guys, but until then, this has been a Clean Sheepdog, and I thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.